What comes before me?
Hey!
Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are enjoying your day so far. Last night was Extreme Rules, and I didn't watch the whole pay-per-view event. I only saw, like, you know what I'm saying, parts of the main event. But Streets was saying Extreme Rules wasn't as extreme as it should be. That there was only one Extreme Rules match on Extreme Rules last night, so maybe it's time for WWE to stop with these gimmick pay-per-views. Maybe if you're not going to book around your, you know what I'm saying, if you're not going to get extreme all night, maybe let's stop. Maybe let's stop. Maybe let's stop. So I tweeted out for you guys to send me a pay-per-view name, your main event, the premise of the pay-per-view, and maybe even a logo here and there. Just create your own pay-per-view, and we will review them and see if we will watch them. I had an idea like this a while ago where I was going to rebrand the pay-per-views myself. All 12, actually. I filmed it, but I didn't have enough space on my hard drive, and it was just a whole ordeal. But if you want to see that video, comment down below. Also, comment down below some of your own pay-per-views. I would love to read them, you know what I'm saying? Maybe everybody else. Just have a little creative meeting in the comments down below. Crystal Witchy says, WWE Dream Match. Some restrictions because of some people are in AEW. I understand, I get it, you know, and you can't get everybody, you know. Premise: to see those dream matches come to life. You know, I could really feel like some shit like that happen. Like just like with the glitter, like a dream match. You know, like get some, you know, like a fairy tale fucking Wonderland-esque aesthetic. Dream match, you know? Main event, championship scramble with women's mainly. Becky defending, starting off with the recent feud with Bianca, but as 30 seconds go by, it's somebody new. You know what? I wouldn't say I'd be excited. Like, okay, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. It's mainly because I don't trust WWE. So you, with your pay-per-view, you got the book. I trust you more than I trust WWE. You feel me? So I will watch your product, but not if WWE stole this and they started doing it without consulting you. So you get the point. You get the point. Kid Handsome right here. Shout out to, that's the guy right there. Been around the channel for some years now. King of My World, tournament style pay-per-view where the winner will face Chris Jericho for the rights to the King of My World theme song. Winner of the tournament versus Chris Jericho. The winner of that match will win the rights to the song, but also be crowned King of My World. Now, I would watch it on Twitch. I love the King of My World. It's a fire song, but I feel like we will hear it a lot tonight because I feel like with the King of My World pay-per-view, King of My World has to be the theme song. So when they're in between, showing the graphics, King of My World, King of My, you seen the crowd. We'll probably get tired of it by the finale. But I like where your head's at. Shout out to Malik. Shout out Narcolepsy Boy. Y'all know, if you are on TikTok, you know Narcolepsy Boy. That's the, man, we go way back. But he says, calling my pay-per-view one night only. It will be combined pay-per-view show featuring AEW, New Japan, and WWE putting on dream matches and great storylines for the fans. The main event will be Roman Reigns versus Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega. 60-minute anything goes triple threat match. I'm watching that. I knew as soon as I saw Malik hit the fucking mentions, I'm like, this boy about to be on something. I even read that in his voice with a little microphone and all. So Christian here sent 3 tweets. This is a lot, but I fuck with this idea. I fuck with this. Shout out to Christian, a homie I went to school with back in the day. Name: Onslaught. Premise: essentially a combination of a gauntlet match and the 24/7 title. The entire event there will be centered around a one-on-one match, and anyone can hop in at any time. The only way you win is at the end of the event if you're the most recent victor. In order to become the victor, you must pin or submit the previous victor and so on. The entire pay-per-view is ongoing, so there could be as many as 50 superstars fighting at once or as little as 2. It lasts for 2 to 3 hours and you can be the king, current victor, multiple times. The match itself will start with 2 superstars. In this case, we'll use Randy Orton and Baron Corbin. But anyone else from any of the shows, Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, can participate at will. That shit sounds chaotic as fuck. I'm watching that. That sounds wild. And it feels like with all those, with that rule being like broken down, you think it'll be a complicated thing to understand. It really isn't. Just make sure you know who the victor is, beat his ass. But there is this chaos. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. Chrissy ASH says anything goes. Most all matches are street fights, falls count anywheres, and so on and so forth. Main event will probably be Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar, but with time and somehow, the match starting in the parking lot and ending in the ring. This is what Extreme Rules should be. This is what Extreme Rules should be. I fuck with that. I'm watching it. Every match, just some shenanigans, some form of tomfoolery. I'm watching it. I'm watching that. R2K Moon 2 says, that's a tongue twister of a name right there. WWE presents Big Meaty Men Slapping Meat. The main event, a 6-pack of ground beef challenge. Sold. You got me. You got me. The 6-pack of ground beef challenge, you got me already. I'm in. I'm in like Flint. Before we even get on to the main event, I need Hot Dog Starks to be on this card somewhere. He may not be a big man, but he's a meaty man. He's a hot dog. A 6-pack of ground beef challenge. Big E versus Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens versus Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar versus Sheamus. That's a lot of beef in that ring. I'm watching that. I'm watching that. McGee622 says, pay-per-view name is Heist. Premise, the Money in the Bank match, but with timed entrance. Every 90 seconds like a Royal Rumble. 8 competitors, but the ladder match won't officially start until all 8 entrants enter the match. Main event will be Mustafa Ali, Johnny Gargano, Styles, Ricochet, Roderick Strong, Walter, McIntyre, and Braun Breaker. You lost me a little bit. Take Ricochet out, put Von Wagner in that match. Maybe replace McIntyre with Dan Jarman. And we got something. We got something. I like the pay-per-view name. Heist is a fire name for anything, to be honest. Money in the Bank should just be called Heist. Like, the Money in the Bank match, keep it. But the pay-per-view called Heist, where they gotta, like, escape with the Money in the Bank, gotta leave the building. The winner must escape the building. That would be fire as fuck, man. Glenn, a whole bunch of numbers, says Crimson Knight. Name's a bit odd, I know. Premise, first blood matches. Sold. You got me. If you are a regular to my Twitch stream, SmackDown Live, you know we love watching first blood matches because they never use weapons. They only use the fist in first blood matches. Just bare knuckle brawling. Fire as hell. I'm already sold. The main event will be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. WWE title, undisputed title on the line. Wasn't sure if we had to use current roster, but replace Sheamus for Moxley. So it'll be Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Jeff Hardy, and Moxley for the undisputed title. But how would that work in First Blood? I'ma still watch it anyway. I'ma still watch it anyway. The motherfucking guys, San Diego. Back to the bingo halls. My guy right here. Actually, the creator of the song you hear in the outros of my videos. Y'all need to fuck with that. Y'all need to fuck with that. But he called it Silent Violence. Wrestlers fight in the library. The match itself is similar to an I Quit match. To win, you must make your opponent yell as loud as possible, using a noise meter, while you remain quiet. Main event, the librarian Leva Bates versus the Silent Library alumni Dolph Ziggler. We watching that. We watching that. We watching that. Yo, Peacock, pick that up. Pick that up. How many shenanigans you could do in that match? That That's what the fuck I am talking about. That's... We watching that shit, man. Infinity Archie says, my name of the pay-per-view is Jungle Fever. It's going to be in a warehouse. The lights are going to be green and white with palm trees around and pink ropes with an all-white ring with all my sponsor logos in black and pink. The main event is going to be Brock Lesnar and Cesaro. And then he says, shout out to my brother Gorilla King PGH though. He came up with the name. Okay. What's the premise? He just said Jungle Fever. We gonna be in the jungle, but it's gonna be just a motherfucking right. Just hey, whatever you want to do, but I need my sponsors on the map. I need that G Fuel logo on the map. I fuck with it. Nah, I fuck with it. I watch. I peep. Rigby M10 says the pay-per-view name Road to be a King of the Kings. The year is 2055. Triple H had been CEO of WWE since 2023, since Vince passed the role on to him. And Triple H is getting old, like old. So he is looking for a new guy to pass the CEO role CEO role to gain that you have to win in the main event. What? Boy, what? I can't read that. I don't know what you're saying. But we're going to look at your little logos here. I like that. I like the Road to be a King of Kings. I don't know about the second logo, though. A Battle Royal. The 100-man Battle Royal. He said he couldn't type more. You couldn't type at all. Nah, I wouldn't watch that. Sorry, but that's a no for me on that one. Posums said the pay-per-view name, The Meat Locker. Premise, the hosses of WWE compete with one another for one night only. Main event, Walter and Big E. I see where your head is at. The Meat Locker, I don't think works here. I don't think I don't think we got. Maybe let's go back into the writer's room. Let's assess this name. Let's maybe think back on that. Rework that, workshop that, put it on the desk in the morning. Okay. Cam Tun, I don't know how to say it. Cam says it's for the streets. Everybody just fight in the street or in the street fight. Everyone's in street clothes also. Main event is Bloodline versus New Day. Just fighting in the street. I'd watch it. When I saw the name of it, I thought you were just gonna. It's just the wrestlers beating up some of the fans. I would watch that. Beats for the streets, and the streets getting beat up. All these marks out here getting beat up. I watch that. Put that in my calendar. When I make my video about rebranding pay-per-views, we're gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna put a pin in that one. I'll watch the little street fight, streetwear pay-per-view. I'll watch it. I can fuck with that. Angsty Apple Dummy, because I don't know how to pronounce your at, says the name Heart of Ice. Main event, Armageddon Hell in a Cell for the World Heavyweight Championship. Rollins, Reigns, Ali, Dunn, Cross, and Ricochet. The premise, the Bloodline has been sticking their nose in everyone's business, and now Reigns has to defend his title against 5 of the biggest threats to his reign. I fuck with this little logo, okay? This seemed like something you already had. You was already working on. This seemed like something for your WWE Universe mode. Go crazy. I'm gonna watch that. I'll watch it. That go crazy. I fuck with that. Well, that's all the time we have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. If you are new to the channel. If you are new to this channel, subscribe. Hit the bell icon. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss videos like this ever in the future. You don't. I know I don't. I wouldn't. If I wasn't me and I was watching me, I would subscribe and turn the bell notifications on. Hell, I will follow this dude on Twitter so I could be in a video like this in the future. You know what I'm saying? Down below, any custom pay-per-view ideas you may have. I love to read the comments when they are involving the video and not other videos that I have to get to, that I will get to in the coming months because of travel, COVID reasons, why it's hard to do the said video, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Until then, take it sleazy, and I'm out. Ya dig. Shawty such a diva, wants to see when she be on my dick. Diving off a ladder, pop beside her, she won't let it click. Hands up on her neck, she getting wet, she wanna swallow kids.